Have you ever wondered if someone you love is quietly slipping away right in front of you? We often picture the end of life as something sudden, a light switching off without warning. But the reality? The body usually whispers its goodbyes long before that final moment, sometimes a full year in advance. These hints are subtle, easy to overlook, brushed off as just aging. It's only when we look back that we see the puzzle pieces were there all along. Too late to act, too late to savor what time was left. In this video, we're diving into 5 surprising signs that can show up months before an elderly loved one passes. Some might already be familiar to you, dismissed as no big deal. Others might catch you off guard, revealing the body's slow wind down in ways you never expected. Spotting these early doesn't just help you prepare, it lets you make those last days count, filling them with love, comfort, and grace. And stick with us to the end, because knowing these signs could change how you approach the time you have left with the people who matter most. Let's jump in. Number 1. A shrinking frame and fading hunger. One of the first clues that the end might be nearing is when someone starts losing weight without meaning to. Maybe their favorite shirt hangs a little looser, or they tighten their belt an extra notch. At first, it's tempting to chalk it up to age. Oh, they're just slowing down. But unintentional weight loss is a quiet alarm bell. It's not about vanity. It's the body saying it's struggling to keep up. Digestion might not work as well anymore. Nutrients aren't sticking around, and muscles start to waste away. Sure, aging trims some strength naturally, but when it's fast and steady, something bigger's at play. Appetite often fades too. Meals they once loved don't spark joy anymore. Taste dims, hunger barely whispers. They might nibble instead of eat, skip breakfast, or push food around the plate. It's not pickiness. It's the body dialing back, signaling it doesn't need as much fuel. Sometimes hidden illnesses like cancer or heart trouble speed this up, stealing weight before other symptoms scream. Families might try tempting them with old recipes or shakes, but if the pounds keep dropping, it's less about food and more about a shift inside. Instead of forcing bites, focus on what keeps them cozy. Soft foods, a warm drink. If you see this in someone you love, don't ignore it. It's a chance to lean in, listen, and make their days feel full in a different way. Number 2. A tiredness that won't lift is a haunting, persistent exhaustion that creeps into an elderly person's life as a sign their body is nearing its final chapter, far beyond the usual weariness of a long day. It's a deep, unrelenting fatigue that clings to them. Getting out of bed feels like scaling a mountain. A short shuffle across the room leaves them breathless, and even chatting for a few minutes saps what little energy they have left. This isn't just "I need a nap" territory. It's a bone-weary depletion that rest can't touch, a signal that the body's machinery is slowing to a crawl. The heart pumps with less vigor, circulation weakens, and oxygen doesn't flow to muscles the way it once did, leaving them shaky and drained. You might notice they sleep more, naps stretch into hours, or they doze off mid-afternoon, only to wake still sluggish. One moment they're managing, the next they're slumped as if their battery flickered out. For them, it's maddening. Once independent spirits now wrestle with frustration or shame as simple tasks slip beyond reach. Like buttoning a shirt or lifting a spoon, they might pull back, skip family dinners, let hobbies fade, or grow quiet. Not from apathy, but because the tank's empty. It's tempting to cheer them on, to insist they keep going, but that misses the point. This isn't laziness. It's biology redirecting energy to bare essentials as organs wind down. What helps isn't pushing, it's presence, a soft place to rest, a moment of peace without demands. This unshakable tiredness is the body whispering it's conserving what's left, a cue to shift from expecting action to offering comfort, making every second they're awake a chance to feel loved and at ease. Number 3. A mind drifting away. Captures. A poignant, often heartbreaking shift in an elderly person's mental clarity and emotional presence, signaling their body's slow march toward its final stage. It starts with little stumbles. Someone once sharp and chatty now loses their train of thought, forgets your name mid-sentence, or stares blankly at a kitchen they've cooked in for decades. These aren't just senior moments. They're signs of the brain's losing its grip as blood flow and oxygen dwindle, starved by a weakening heart and sluggish circulation. Confusion seeps in. They might ask the same question twice in 10 minutes, mix up days, or seem lost in places they know by heart, their mind flickering like a weak signal. Then there's the quiet retreat. They stop chiming into conversation, sit silently for hours, or gaze into nothing, staring off as if they've slipped into their own world, not because they've stopped caring, but because the effort to engage feels like wading through fog. Emotions twist too. Some grow snappy or restless, others turn eerily still, their usual spark dulled as the brain struggles to process feelings like it once did. For families, it's a slow ache, watching them fade mentally before they're gone. You might try to pull them back with questions or stories, but they can't always follow. It's not their fault. It's the body letting go, piece by piece. Instead of fighting it, sit with them. Soft words, a gentle touch, a familiar song can still reach where logic can't. This drifting isn't just forgetfulness. It's a sign the end's approaching, a call to be patient, to meet them in their haze and to treasure the moments when their eyes still light up, however briefly. Number 4. Sickness that sticks around. Ever notice they're catching every bug going? A cold turns into weeks. A scratch festers instead of heals. The immune system's waving a white flag. Less fight, slower fixes. Pneumonia, utis, skin sores. They pile up and recovery drags. Meds might not kick in like before. Cuts linger, bruises bloom. It's circulation slacking. Oxygen and healing can't keep pace. Bed sores creep in if they're still too long. Warning signs shift too. No fever, just a sudden fog or a drop in appetite. It's easy to chase cures, haul them to the doctor again. But when infections loop, it's less about winning and more about ease. Clean sheets, a sip of water, calm. If this pattern's starting, take note. It's the body saying it's tired of the battle. Drop a number 4 in the comments if you're still here. I see you and it means a lot. Subscribe if you haven't. We've got more to share. Onward. Number 5. Breath and warmth, slipping away. This one's hard to miss. Breathing changes. It might get shallow, uneven, or pause in a way that stops your heart. There's this thing called Cheney-Stokes, fast gasps, then silence, back and forth. Hands and feet turn cold. Skin pales or takes on a bluish hue. The heart's pulling back, sending blood only where it's dire. They might pant after sitting up or wheezing through a sentence. Lungs might gurgle, fluids settling in. Propping them up helps, but lying flat's a chore. It's scary. Your instinct says fix it. But often it's not fixable. It's natural. Cool air, a gentle touch, a kind word, that's what soothes. If you see this, it's a short signal time short. Stay close. Let them know they're not alone. So, there it is, shrinking frames, endless tiredness, drifting minds, stubborn sickness, fading breath. These 5 signs whisper what's coming, sometimes a year out. They're not loud, not always obvious, but they're real. Seeing them isn't about panic, it's about power. Power to care smarter, to plan, to fill their days with warmth and worth. It's not easy watching someone fade, but knowing what's ahead lets you shift from fighting to loving. If this resonates, comment one thing you'll take with you. How will you use it? Your words fuel us. Like, subscribe. Share if this moved you. We'll keep bringing you what matters. Thanks for being here. See you next time.